Hello everyone, welcome to Wonder Garden channel. If you are an orchid lover, you must have experienced the worry when the orchids in your garden refuse to bloom. The leaves turn yellow, the roots become weak, and then the plant loses its vitality. But don't be discouraged. In today's video, I will share with you a completely natural liquid fertilizer formula that is easy to make right at home, helping orchids recover quickly, grow strong roots, and bloom again soon. If you are new and love growing plants, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any orchid care videos. Now, let's get started. A small but very important note before using liquid fertilizer. Once a month, make sure to water your pot thoroughly to flush out any old fertilizer residue that may have built up over time. This simple step helps reset the growing medium and keeps the roots clean and healthy. If you want your flowers to maintain their vibrant and rich colors, start by ensuring the plant always has stable moisture. When the roots have enough humidity, the leaves become firmer and glossier, the roots grow stronger, and the plant absorbs nutrients much more effectively. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. With this new organic liquid fertilizer, your plants can develop a strong and resilient root system, stay lush and vibrantly green, and produce blossoms that last much longer while keeping their deep, vivid hues. The nutrients in this fertilizer are absorbed gently and steadily, allowing the plant to grow in a balanced, sustainable way without the risk of overfeeding. Over time, you'll notice not only healthier leaves and sturdier stems, but also flowers that bloom more fully and remain fresh for an extended period. However, after a long period of regular fertilizing, mineral salts and fertilizer residues can begin to build up in the potting medium, coating the roots and creating a thin layer that makes it harder for the plant to take in water and nutrients effectively. That's why performing a periodic flush is so important. It helps wash away these unwanted deposits, refreshes the growing medium, and allows the roots to breathe again. By doing this simple step, you're essentially giving your plant a mini spa treatment, helping it recover faster, stay vigorous, and continue growing beautifully over time. After flushing with clean water, allow the plant to rest for about 30 minutes before resuming your usual care routine. This short resting period gives the roots time to aerate and release any excess moisture trapped in the growing medium. Next, for today's ingredient, I'm going to make use of a wilted beetroot that would normally be thrown away. Usually, when people see a beetroot starting to shrivel, they tend to discard it, thinking it's no longer good for cooking or eating. However, for orchid growers, beetroots like this can actually become an incredibly valuable source of organic fertilizer. Inside the beetroot, even when it looks wilted and lifeless, there are still abundant vitamins, minerals, and natural compounds that remain highly beneficial for plant growth. These nutrients can help stimulate the formation of new roots, promote strong stem and leaf development, and most importantly, accelerate the blooming process in orchids. So instead of tossing it away, we can completely transform this shriveled beetroot into something truly valuable, a natural, safe, and incredibly effective liquid fertilizer for orchids. After cutting the beetroot into small pieces like this, I'll place all of them into a blender. Next, add about 500 milliliters of clean water. This amount will help the beetroot blend more smoothly, while allowing all the nutrients to dissolve evenly into the liquid. After that, blend the mixture thoroughly until the beetroot and water combine into a smooth, thick liquid with the beet's signature deep red color. This nutrient-rich base is exactly what we'll use in the next step to create an organic fertilizer that stimulates root growth and encourages healthy, vibrant blooms in orchids. The smoother the mixture, the easier it will be for the plant to absorb all those beneficial compounds, helping your orchids grow stronger and flower more beautifully. Once the mixture is completely blended, I'll use a fine sieve or a piece of cloth to strain out all the pulp, keeping only the pure beetroot extract. This liquid is the most concentrated and refined source of nutrients, packed with natural minerals, vitamins, and organic compounds that orchids can easily absorb. It's this pure essence that we'll use to nourish and revive the plants, helping them recover faster, develop stronger roots, and prepare for a healthy blooming cycle. With the freshly strained beetroot extract, I'll dilute it with about 1 liter of clean water. This dilution step is extremely important. If the fertilizer solution is too concentrated, the orchids may experience nutrient shock, leading to root burn or leaf wilting. Method 1. I'll use a portion of the diluted beetroot solution to gently clean the leaves of the orchids. When cleaning the leaves, it's best to use a soft cloth or clean cotton pad, lightly soaked in the solution, and carefully wipe each leaf, both the upper and lower surfaces. This step is extremely important, as the underside of the leaves is where dust often accumulates and small insects tend to hide. Regularly cleaning the leaves not only helps the plant breathe better and photosynthesize more efficiently, but also gives the foliage a healthy, natural shine. The beetroot solution not only helps clean away dust and light fungal buildup, but also nourishes the leaves directly, giving them a fresh, glossy look and boosting their overall vitality. When applied regularly, this gentle natural treatment keeps the leaves firm, richly green, and full of life. Beetroot itself is a true powerhouse of nutrients, packed with B vitamins, potassium, iron, and natural antioxidants. These compounds work together to stimulate the plant's metabolism, helping the leaves absorb nutrients more efficiently and build stronger resistance against environmental stress, fungi, and pests. Over time, this consistent care will help your orchids develop lush, vibrant foliage and a natural shine that lasts, creating the perfect foundation for stronger roots and more beautiful blooms. When cleaning the leaves with the beetroot solution, the nutrients are absorbed directly through the leaf surface, making them thicker, glossier, and more vibrant in color. At the same time, this treatment helps protect the plant from fungal infections and whiteflies by forming a light, natural barrier on the leaves. It's a gentle yet powerful way to strengthen your orchid's defenses while keeping them looking fresh and healthy. In addition, regularly wiping the leaves with this kind of organic solution stimulates photosynthesis, allowing the plant to absorb sunlight more efficiently. As a result, the orchids grow faster, produce blooms more easily, and their flowers stay fresh for a longer time. This is one of the simplest yet most effective care methods, especially beneficial for orchids that are recovering from stress, transplanting, or adapting to a new environment. It's a small act of care that brings remarkable results over time. Method 2. I'll use the prepared beetroot solution as a fine mist spray for the orchids. I pour the bright red liquid into a spray bottle, then gently mist it over the entire plant, from the roots to the tips of the leaves. Make sure to cover both the upper and lower sides of the leaves, the exposed roots, and even the surface of the growing medium. Red beetroot is packed with valuable nutrients such as potassium, iron, calcium, and various vitamins that help orchid leaves become greener, thicker, and retain their color for longer. In addition, beetroot contains betalain, a powerful antioxidant compound that helps repair damaged leaf tissues and stimulates the growth of new roots. These natural compounds work together to strengthen the plant from within, improving its ability to absorb nutrients and resist stress caused by environmental changes. When sprayed regularly, you'll notice a remarkable difference. Your orchids will look revitalized, with shinier leaves, stronger root growth, and noticeably faster development of new shoots. It's as if the plants are infused with new energy, growing more vibrant and full of life each day. I usually do this misting in the early morning or late afternoon, avoiding the hot midday sun, so the plant can absorb nutrients effectively without the risk of leaf burn. This gentle yet highly effective care method keeps the orchids well hydrated, free from dust, and healthy all year round. The fine mist not only refreshes the plant, but also creates a balanced humidity level that orchids naturally love. You just need to stay consistent. Mist your orchids a few times each week, and combine it with a proper care routine. Over time, you'll notice the transformation. Lush, deep green leaves, thick white roots, and bright, long-lasting blooms, just as you've always hoped for. With patience and care, even the most delicate orchid can thrive beautifully under your hands. Method 3. I'll use the remaining beetroot solution to water the base of the orchid directly. Before doing so, I always check whether the growing medium is still moist. If it's still damp, I wait another day before watering to prevent overwatering and root rot. To know when your orchid needs watering, simply observe the roots. If they've turned a grayish-white color and the growing medium feels dry to the touch, it's time to water. This is an easy and reliable way to gauge the plant's moisture level without the risk of overwatering. When watering, I gently pour the beetroot solution around the base of the plant, just enough for the nutrients to soak deep into the bark layer where the orchid's roots live. This helps deliver nourishment directly to the roots while keeping the moisture balanced. Not too much, not too little. With this method, the roots stay hydrated, healthy, and capable of absorbing every drop of the beetroot's natural goodness. The beetroot solution not only provides essential nutrients, but also stimulates the rapid and healthy growth of new roots. Thanks to its rich mineral content, including potassium, calcium, and iron, beetroot helps orchids build stronger resistance, restore weakened roots, and improve their ability to absorb nutrients from the surrounding environment. In addition, the natural sugars in beetroot act as an energy source, fueling the roots to function more actively, absorb water more efficiently, and take in minerals more effectively. I usually water the orchids with this solution every 7 to 10 days, depending on humidity levels and weather conditions. This schedule keeps the plants nourished without overwhelming their roots. After a few rounds of watering, you'll start to notice a clear improvement. The roots turn bright white and plump, with glossy tips. That's the surest sign your orchid is absorbing nutrients well, growing steadily, and thriving under the care it deserves.
Ăn đồ để tí đánh qua.
Method 4. This is a small but very important step to protect your orchids after spraying the beetroot solution on the leaves. About 30 minutes after misting, carefully inspect the entire plant, especially the areas where water tends to collect, such as leaf joints and the spaces between leaves. If you notice droplets still clinging to those spots, use a soft cotton pad or a clean, dry cloth to gently absorb the excess moisture. By gently wiping away the excess moisture, you're not just keeping the leaves dry, you're also improving air circulation and creating a cleaner, safer environment for the plant to thrive. This small, mindful habit prevents diseases before they have a chance to develop, especially during humid or rainy seasons when orchids are most vulnerable. It's a quiet form of preventive care, simple, quick, and often overlooked, yet it can make all the difference between an orchid that merely survives and one that truly flourishes. I often consider this the final care step each time after spraying any nutrient solution. It only takes a few minutes, yet it helps the plant maintain its natural beauty, with leaves that stay green, glossy, and full of vitality. Over time, this simple habit makes a remarkable difference. The orchids become more resilient, less susceptible to disease, and grow more steadily throughout their active season. By making this step part of your regular routine, you're not just caring for the plant's appearance, you're strengthening its entire system. And finally, after completing all the care steps, place your orchid in a cool, well-ventilated spot with gentle, indirect light. Make sure the plant is protected from direct sunlight, as harsh rays can scorch the leaves, cause rapid dehydration, and reduce the effectiveness of the nutrients it just absorbed from the beetroot solution. Results. After applying this red beet fertilizer formula for some time, you'll begin to notice clear changes in your orchids. New roots will sprout, white, plump, and healthy, indicating the plant is effectively absorbing nutrients. From the base, fresh root tips will keep growing and anchoring firmly into the medium, helping the plant become stronger and more vigorous each day. The orchid leaves also become darker green, thicker, and firmer, no longer showing signs of wrinkling or weakness. Healthy leaf structure provides a solid foundation for the plant to store energy and prepare for its blooming phase. For orchids in their growing phase, you'll notice flower buds starting to sprout from between the leaves, gradually extending and forming new, vibrant flower spikes. For those already in bloom, this formula helps the flowers last longer. The petals stay fresh, retain their color, and don't wilt quickly. Even more impressively, more blossoms will appear on the same spike, opening evenly and simultaneously. All these signs are clear proof that your orchids are truly being nurtured the right way. What do you think about this natural orchid care method using red beetroot solution? For me, it's more than just a fertilizing technique. It's a way to nurture plants with patience and love. I'd love to hear your thoughts after trying out this formula. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Every shared experience is an inspiration for all of us to learn and spread the passion for orchid care here at Wonder Garden. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our latest videos. See you next time.